What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 8 of the Carved Top Tele. I think it's episode 8. It's gotta be. Yeah, episode 8. We're gonna kick this one off with planing the neck break angle into the top so that I can glue the fretboard onto the neck and then keep on rocking and rolling. Hopefully finish the neck this episode. I doubt it, but I got some serious work ahead of me. Let's friggin' do it. Oh yeah, and if you haven't seen my neck break tutorial video that I posted, you might want to watch that one before you continue watching this one. I just explain exactly what I'm doing and everything. And if you don't know how to do a neck break angle, I'd watch that and you'd learn. And then you could get all the pussy, like me. I'm just playing. Well, about halfway there now. I can't get the lace wood to make big curls or whatever. It just comes out all these little chunks. So, that's alright. I'll just keep working our way back. It's coming back nice and even though for me. So, I'll just keep hammering it. Alright, so before I could glue my fretboard on, I have just marked 1/2 inch roundovers on each corner. That will have to be taken down before I glue the fretboard on, and that way when I route the neck pocket with the 1/2 inch bit, this will just slide right in, because routers can't cut 90-degree corners. So I'm just going to sand them out on this thing. Alrighty, cool. So now it's time to glue up my fretboard. So I'm doing the black and aspen veneer under the fretboard as well, but instead of gluing them to the fretboard and then gluing them to the neck, I'm doing it all at once. When I glued the veneers onto the headstock veneer by itself, it actually kind of cupped up. When I clamped it down, it flattened it out, but that's not a huge deal, it's just aesthetic, but this isn't. This is for real, so I don't want any problems there with it cupping or anything, so I'm just going to glue it all in one go. So yeah, I'm going to drill some locating pins and fire some tone toothpicks in. I already have my bit marked to go through, and I am just dropping them down to like pretty much the bottom of the truss rod level. The heel one's not a big deal because that's not going to be carved away, so I'm going to go as close to the truss rod as I can and just down to the bottom, and I shouldn't carve through my tone toothpick. I hope. Alright, and so back here, please. Beautiful. Alright. No, I can't remember that word. Beautiful. Beautiful. And okay, I get some of your graphs, issues again. There we go. So that's good. Alrighty, sweet. We have a neck. Almost. So I'm just going to go to the oscillating spindle belt sander combo thing. And the router table isn't touching the headstock. The whole headstock's going to be flushed up with the sander. It's the safest way. And then after I'm done flushing up the headstock, we'll go to the router table and route the neck flush with the fretboard. I'm happy. This is long time in the making. It's coming along. So I got the headstock sanded flush, well, as close as flush as I could get on that sander. So I have about a millimeter, some spots less, all the way around. That just has to be hand sanded off. No, I'm not going to show all of it, but I'll just show you a brief section of my technique, which is nothing special, but so I just continue like this, being careful of the binding. I know I'm going to have to do touch-ups anyway, because I nicked it in a couple spots with the rigid, but that's alright. I was fully expecting that to happen. I was really concerned about this binding giving away, or that tight bend. The fibers just saying fuck it and freeing out. Seemed like it was under a lot of tension, so I felt the safest way was to finish it. I didn't have to finish the entire thing, I could have just did one coat, but I was really excited to see what the guitar would look like. So, I finished it. Alright, it is all done. Before I head to the router table to flush this up, I'm just going to take more meat off with the sander, just so the router has less chance of biting more material. And it shouldn't tear at all. Alrighty, I don't like this at all, but... So I bitched out like always and didn't finish the entire cut with the router table. I just have this transition to the headstock to do. I feel a lot more comfortable doing it with the rasp, to be honest. Alright, so that's what I'm doing. Alright, close. I'll slay the rest with sandpaper. Other side. Alright gang, it's almost radius time. But first I gotta get all this glue from when I glued the binding on out of the corners of the fret slots. I could do this after it's radiused, I guess. It'd probably be less glue or material takeaway, but I'm afraid if I slip with these saws or this knife, I could damage the fretboard. And once it's radiused, that's pretty much its final dealie, so I don't want to be damaging it, so I'll do it now. Just sticking this knife in, just to loosen the glue, pull it away. And then I'll hit it with the little saw. Oh, and I guess now I gotta cut these tone picks. Come on, you little bastard. Oh no! Oh, come on. There we go. Done. Oh man, it's so hard to get these little saws established. Maybe the knife. That would probably be smart. There we go. Come on. Those. Guys. 4. So this is actually a pretty daunting task. It's no fun at all. I'm gonna see. StewMac sells fret dams. I think they're reusable. I'm gonna maybe see if I could order some of those next time I try this, because getting this glue out really sucks. Hey Siri, play Snuffed on Sight on Apple Music.
Okay, here's Snuffed on Sight on Apple Music.
That's better. Alright, I'm glad that's done. I was just about to radius this fretboard, but I'm getting too far ahead of myself. I actually gotta go on to joining and gluing up this body, and then figuring out how exactly I want to do this. And I gotta route the neck pocket in, and then I could get my final heel thickness. And I don't want to radius the fretboard, I want this to be flat, because this surface and this surface I want to be parallel before radiusing. So this is kind of a gray area for the build for me right now. I just got to get these steps done and then see where I want to go with it. It's just binding this top in Padauk is my main concern, and I know kind of how I want to do it, and that requires the top not being glued to the body. But the neck pocket I want to route all at once, but with the top not glued to the body, which I'm kind of scared about. But I don't think I could use like a binding bit and bind this with Padauk with it attached to the body. I think I'm going to need good clamping pressure and be able to go over just the top to pull this off, because I've done some experimenting with bending Padauk. I know it can be done really tight. That's nowhere near as tight as this, so I know I could get it to bend. It's just installing it. Yeah, I'm doing it. It's gonna be sweet. But yeah, I gotta get onto the body. Alright, so to continue the theme of the guitar, I also gotta glue the aspen and the black veneer onto here. Because I want it to be bound the same as the neck. So under the fretboard, on the side of the binding, and then same as the headstock, around the headstock, and then under it with those pinstripes. I think that'll look really cool. And actually, now that I've gotten that far, I think it'll look stupid if the body doesn't have it. So I'm just making my life so difficult on this, but I'm having a good time. Alright, so we're gonna cut this in half. The black veneer, thank God, I don't have to have a seam, but this ass pin I do. I don't even know if this is gonna work, to be honest. I might have to rethink some things. Good enough. I might as well just use a straight edge. If I have one, where's the straight edge? Straight edge, straight edge. Good enough. Whoops. Sure. Are you gonna work like drywall? Nope. Veneers aren't drywall. Just learning every day. Alright, I lied. I don't like this half at all. It's way too destroyed. I could probably clamp it out straight, but I got another piece, and this Aspen veneer is actually dirt cheap, and there's probably a reason. Alright. Sorry, fella, you just don't make the cut. Hey, you two go be friends. You know what? These both have to be cut at the same time. I'm thinking that's going to be my only way to get it together. Alright, so before I glue this up, I'm going to masking tape this joint because I'm going to need a big caul over top of it, and I don't want glue squeezing through the veneer and gluing the caul to it. And if I get glued to the masking tape, I'll just sand off that little section. But if it gets glued to a piece of wood, there'll be tear out. guess I gotta get my finger out of there. This is quite difficult. How did I do? How did I do? Wow, that actually looks really good. That's cool. It's just one little section here where this laps underneath. I'm not worried if there's a gap here because the neck pocket's going to be cut into it and you won't see it at all. It's mainly the back of the guitar that I'm really concerned about. Alright, she's beautiful. Oh, I'm not looking forward to gluing this. Alright, let's glue it. Alright, Eli, let's not glue this. Like we're going to, but not right away. Go like this. And like this. And then I like a this. Let's glue this. So I'm really stoked on that track. Believe it or not, that was recorded, mixed, and mastered all on an iPhone using my Great Guitar Build-Off guitar. So it's pretty sweet. So I've been in the talks with Hot Knife, and we're planning on writing and recording all the music for my YouTube channel. And it's not all gonna be metal. Alright, it's all gonna be metal, but we'll do some stuff that's not too metal. But we're metal. So, yeah, in the future we're gonna be pumping out some songs, and pumping out some guitars, and recording songs on the guitars that we're pumping out. It's really cool. I'm really excited for the future of this channel and my side projects and everything. It's gonna be sick. We also got an EP coming out, Tower of Silence 2022. Watch out. No, that's gonna be cool too. Sick little project. I haven't been involved musically in a band in so long, years. It always got me in trouble, but I found my ways now, and I think it's gonna be a good fun hobby. Anyway, I'm gonna sum up this episode here. Thanks a lot for watching. I'm really happy with the progress on the guitar that I got on this episode, and I'm seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. I know my orders of operations now, and it's coming along really good. So if you're digging this build, hit me up with a like. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, please do. It'd really help me out. That'd be real cool of you. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think of the build so far. And you big sexies, have yourself a good one. Peace.